Oh god, the amount of people out there giving bullshit tips on how to grow an Instagram page, it's ridiculous. Let me talk to you guys from experience and let me show you how I was able to grow 20,000 followers in less than 1 year. For those who have been following me on Instagram, you guys know how transparent I am. Alright, well, let's just put that there. Let's stop. Alright, let me go back to March 2018 and recap this whole year in order for me to be able to give you all these tips. Alright guys, so tip number 1 goes with the very first picture I took on Instagram, which is welcome to my 100 days of code. Guys, pick a niche. It's the most important thing right now in 2019. As a software engineering student, I actually wanted to share my story on social media on how I'm aspiring to become a freelancer and a full stack web developer. Boring! I was able to see a trend with the 100 days of code hashtag and I actually participated in it. For the next 100 days, what I did is that I took a course on how to become a front-end web developer with Treehouse, and I posted every single day about my process, my struggle, and my thoughts. So now you're probably wondering, how did you promote all those posts? Let me get into that. I'm so uncomfortable. I feel like I'm invading your private space. Alright, this leads to tip number 2, hashtags. For the love of God, guys, learn how to use hashtags. There are a lot of ways out there to use hashtags, but let me show you how I use my hashtags to gain all my audience. Let's be practical and let's go on the computer so I can show you. Welcome to Andres' PC. Alright, here's how I actually search for hashtags. I actually use a website called Top Hashtags. Get that there. Right, so here's how I use this website. So basically what I do is that I search for keywords that are within my niche. So for example, programming. So here it is. The hashtag programming actually has 820,000 posts. Let's actually go take a look at other hashtags. Let's click on programming. You guys will get to see a bunch of other hashtags right here. And so what I do is that I simply, for example, let's say I want, software developer, all right? Let's take that, copy and paste that, put it into the search bar again, and find it. You guys can see that software developer actually has 83,000 posts, which is a lot better than having 800,000. I'll explain why. Let me take my notes right here. So here's what you guys should be doing. When you first start off Instagram, you guys should be aiming at small hashtags, like that you can actually rank within those hashtags. So what I actually did at the beginning and what I'm actually doing now is that I separated the hashtags in categories. As you guys know, Instagram accepts 30 hashtags. I actually use 27 just because for me it's enough. So what I did is that I divided my hashtags into 6, right? So let's say here I put 6, here I would put 6, here I would put 6, and so on until you actually get to 27. The last one I would actually put 5 because those hashtags that have 1 million, it's really hard to rank, but it's good to have them there because once you start ranking in these 10,000 and 50,000, you actually have a bigger chance to rank in the 1 million. And once you have all your hashtags and you're about to post, just copy and paste them and put them in the comment for your post. What I do is that I take 3 hashtags, put them in my caption, and the rest I put them in the comments. So you guys try that. The reason as to why I do that is just so when people read my caption, they have some hashtags to relate to. This technique, guys, actually allowed me to get to my very first 1,000 followers in 2 months. Tip number 3, consistency. The 100 days of code hashtag actually showed me the value of consistency. You guys don't have to post every day, but posting every day allowed the page to have even more chances of getting featured. Also, once you establish the schedule of posting and you're consistent, your followers will actually enjoy that. For example, if I post once a week, my followers will be looking forward to, let's say, Thursday. But if you post once a week for a month and then you start posting every day for another month and then after that you change it, your followers get irritated and it's actually really annoying. Tip number 4, guys, use reposting pages. Let me actually show you what a reposting page is. Let's go to my following. This is a reposting page. Let me show you why it's a reposting page. So basically within our niche, we actually tag them in our pictures and they actually repost them. For example, this video is mine. This guy's actually enjoyed the video and they reposted my video. This actually allows me to get more views in my video and a lot more followers. Use these pages to your advantage, guys. These guys are there to promote your content and they're also there to build their own brand. And there's a lot of pages in my niche that do this type of things. So go out there, find the pages that are within your niche and tag them. Tip number 5, guys. Use your stories. Stories are actually a great way to engage with your audience on a personal level. Take the time to make really cool and engaging stories. Let me show you. For example, let's take this picture right here. Let's swipe up. Let's search YouTube, right? Because we're filming a video on YouTube right now. Let's say I put this here. Let's look for questions. Here it is. Let's put it there. And we can ask, how are you guys liking my YouTube videos, right? We can do something like that. And then you simply post it on your story. Or I can also do a poll. For example, do you guys enjoy my videos? And then you can say yes, and you can say no. Ask questions. Try to be interactive with people. What I actually been trying to do recently is asking my audience personal questions. Like, for example, what are your dreams? That's a question that you can ask your audience. Make them engage with you because they like that and you'll also enjoy it. And my final tip, guys, is tip number 6. Once you guys have established a good amount of followers and good growth, I definitely recommend you guys start to invest money for Instagram. Let me show you guys something. Let me go back to my very first post, right? As you guys can see here, my very first pictures were actually taken with an iPhone 6s Plus. Here's the post where I decided to get a camera. I actually got a Canon SL2. Guys, that's the best budget camera you can currently get for YouTube and Instagram. So I really recommend it for you guys. You guys don't have to go out there and spend $2,000, $3,000 in a camera. Try that camera. I promise you guys you will enjoy it. This picture that you guys are looking at right now got 11,000 likes. You guys don't need the best camera out there, but definitely try to spend the money to produce good content. With all this being said, guys, I actually sometimes try to push it and to go above and beyond. What I usually do to take stories, I actually take my camera, I film vertically, and I actually just make a story out of it. I simply put it on Premiere Pro, I color grade it, export it, and send it to my phone. It's a bit more of a hassle, but definitely your stories look a lot better. I do take the time to give you guys good content, and I think that's important for an audience. With all this being said, you guys can follow this formula. It for sure worked for me, and it's been working. I haven't changed anything. The only thing I've changed is the quality of the content. That's the only thing that has been different for the past few months. If you guys really enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It'll really help. It will actually